319. Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Hey, 88. Check. Box it. Look again.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, we are going. 319.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So opening drive third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line.
319.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On second down, here's Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrett Davis in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
319.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Rosen will throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Rosen. He gets it to die outright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check 52.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 down, 3 down. Detroit! Detroit!
A handoff to Fournette. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On third down, Rosen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 358!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rosen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin the drive to Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
We are going. Watch twist. Hey, take 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Over here.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. From midfield, here's Rodgers. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers again now. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Over here. 319. Hey, check 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
319.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
319. We are going. Zoom. 319.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here.
Right,
this
now,
has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight right. Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Uzomah. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90. 90.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Rosen to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Check down. 319. You ain't going no. Box it.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Rosen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rosen looking to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Leonard Floyd coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now it's Rosen looking. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Rosen will throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Skirts by him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, check 26. Four down, check. Jumbo.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
319. 26.
On play action, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hoka over here. Right.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Reset. Hey, easy. Hey, check 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Detroit.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Going deep here for Bryant. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Inside.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Uzama. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rosen on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now it's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action. Now Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Rodgers now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Rosen. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now a desperation throw. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I got you, punk. Alert blow.
Here's Rosen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Giants on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jarrett Davis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
it.